Hi Kiwi, hope you're sleeping well. I'm here to record some more Isaac for you today, and we're going to start off with our usual speed challenge. And today I've actually got a pretty easy talking topic for myself. I'm going to do the latest internet fab, where we cut down the Smash Brothers roster. And I think I've made it clear in a couple of these videos, and you certainly know that I have a pretty long history with Smash Brothers. I have been playing since the N64 game first came out. So that was my entry. I played a lot of Melee, but never competitively. I remember playing with items on a lot with my friends. Red shells were a lot of fun to play with because they would home in on you, and it led to all kinds of fun chaos. And then I think they removed red shells in Brawl, which was the third iteration of Smash. Then we had Smash 4 for the 3DS and Wii, and then finally Smash Ultimate, which is the game we've played the most together. So, like I said, my goal is to cut down the roster. Now, what I did was I removed 40 characters, and then I kind of removed a couple extra after that. But as far as the logic behind who I'm cutting down and why, the reasons are, one, either from a gameplay standpoint, their identities are not unique. The characters are seemingly redundant, like a lot of sword characters filling a role, or their cultural presence. Obviously, characters like Mario, even if I don't think I want them in the game, if I were like siphoning it down based on personal preference and like influence of the characters, no one can deny that while Pokemon is Nintendo's highest grossing franchise by and large, Mario is Nintendo's unabashed, unquestionable mascot. He is the face of Nintendo first and foremost. You can't be Wahoo Boy. So those are going to be the ideas behind it. Their gameplay is unique, they have some sort of importance culturally, or of course, the other part of this is just implicit personal bias. I think we might re-roll this run. I'm not playing great so far, but let's keep it going. If I die too fast, I might just try another. Oh, okay, I guess. Well, there's our HP. Maybe. Like I said, I guess we'll keep going a little bit more on this one. Then, oh dear, spiders. Oh, God, they're gonna. Yep. Can I make it to a double deal? I need to get to the boss room as fast as possible before I lose all my HP. Oh wait, that's not a bomb. Okay, we're getting all of the bombs this run. Clearly, not ideal since I am bad at controlling bombs. But if I get Pyromaniac and then 99 bombs, we'll at least talk about the situation being better. Anyway, so yeah, I guess starting off, Mario. I mean, I do actually like playing as Mario. I just... he's not meant to be an interesting character. He's meant to be like the self-insert hero character of sorts, so it's... To me, he's never had like a super unique identity to me in Smash. He's a very good like beginner character. So I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be in Smash. I just this is exclusively personal bias, has me slightly biased against him. Well, this would have been fine if that one fly wasn't in this room, I think. Oh well, no double deal for me. Well, actually, there's a 1% chance. We'll see. Okay, well, I would have lost it anyway. Whatever. I suck at Isaac, what can I say? Anyway, so yeah, Mario, I would personally vote him off, but I'm keeping him on this list. I do wish they did more with his character. Really, the only unique thing that he's gotten is his down B, Flood, from Mario Sunshine. But, like, with the Smash Ultimate, they easily could have added, and well, I say easily, I'm not the devs working on the game, but they could have added more references to Mario Odyssey. I think Mario would be such an interesting character to play as if you could control Cappy. And I don't think the capture mechanic fits into Smash. I mean, the devs have to lament every time a new character is added just to make a new hat for Kirby. But I think, barring the capture mechanic from Odyssey, I do think there's a lot of things that you could do with his new abilities from Odyssey, such as, his side B, for example, instead of it being his cape, could be he throws Cappy to the side and creates like a little platform he can jump off of, but it also has a hitbox. Things like that. And I do like his cape. I think his cape is very strong. Let's use the Hermit and get the whatever's in the shop. Actually, now that I think about it, why did I do that? I have no coins. Potato peeler though, and I did just pull cube of meat. I could. Do I throw the run for the cube of meat memes? No, I can't afford it anyway. It's only 7 coins though, so if I get the money, we know what I'm going to do. Crystal Skull I think is bad, so I don't want that. Oh. I might be throwing the run anyway, so who cares? Anyway, so yeah, I think Mario has more potential than is what is being used in Smash. I don't really want to give up his side B, because I think Cape is actually a really interesting mechanic. Okay, that's it for this run. Alright, what challenge are we going to do today? None of them are easy, from what I've looked up, necessarily. Oh boy. Let's do brains. This will be fun. This will be fun to maintain conversation over while also not getting hit by my brains. Oh boy. Well, we're off to a good start. Oh, and we only have blue hearts. Not good. At least we're strong. The chariot is huge. That will help. Oh, and I'm Stompy. Interesting. Honestly, Stompy may get me killed faster than Bob's brain does. Anyway, so, moving along. Gotta get used to aiming with this. So yeah. Mario's in. I think they could do more with his character, but he is the face of Nintendo. There is no way we can get rid of him from the game that is a love letter to all video gaming like franchises in some degree or another. Next up, I'm just going to go in order of the Smash Ultimate roster. So the next one on the list is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, I also say we keep. Donkey Kong is the mascot or the main character of his titular series. His gameplay is unique enough. Although it's mostly just him clapping, I do think he could also have like a new moveset that's more reflective of recent games. Although I really have not had a lot of experience playing Donkey Kong games, so I can't really say what those moves should be. But I do feel that there is more to be done with him. But I think he offers a unique identity, and I find his gameplay personally fun, so I would keep him. Then we have Link. He's another titular, well, actually he's not a titular character. He's never has been a titular character unless we want to start calling him Zelda, which let's not make people too angry with this already inherently controversial, not going to ruin anyone's day sort of list. But yeah, base Link gotta stay. He is another iconic character. Legend of Zelda is going so strong between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. There is no reason why Link would not be included in a roster like this. Next up, Samus. Samus finally has had a return to the public eye, I would say. Well, I mean, Metroid has never been a dead franchise, but it's been a struggling one. If you look at their sales numbers, it actually kind of falls where Pikmin falls, where the games never really perform as well as Nintendo would like, but they're released, they're doing, but that kind of changed with Metroid Dread. As far as I know, Metroid Dread was extremely well received. And hopefully we're on the horizon for, there we go. They take a while to respawn, I never realized. It's a good thing they give you 3. Oh good, more damage. I'll take the luck. I think we've got good damage with what we already have. But, oh, do I get flies? Okay, interesting. So, okay, if I can destroy my poop and get flies. Good to know. But Metroid 4, or Metroid Prime 4 rather, is on the horizon, we hope. Hopefully it's not still in development hell, but with that as well, I think Metroid's going to be in the public eye for the foreseeable future, so I definitely, there's no reason to get rid of Samus, especially because she is the game's main character. She is definitely worth keeping, and I also think her gameplay is unique enough. They've improved it from what it was originally in Nintendo 64 Smash. She's got a more unique identity with her. I mean, she always had a unique identity, but now her attacks have a little bit more flair to them, I would say. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of them are the same, realistically speaking, but I digress. I like what Samus is, I like what Samus represents, and I like her gameplay. So, definitely keep. Our first cut, though, Dark Samus. She's an Echo Fighter. Really cool looking. Honestly, I might make an argument for keeping Dark Samus over regular Samus, but if we're going based on the other criteria beyond just personal bias, Obviously, we keep Samus over Dark Samus. We do not need two Samuses in the game that are, aside from aestheticism, the same character. In overall gameplay, they play the same. So, first cut of the conversation, Dark Samus. Now then, Yoshi. Yoshi, I say we keep another kind of both titular character in its own right, but also just a very unique and identifiable Nintendo character, beloved by many. I would say, though, of the original roster, he would be the first one I'm considering cutting, but I'm not cutting him at this point. I think Yoshi, in terms of gameplay, is unique, lovable character again, but I don't. Yoshi may not have the staying power and the popularity, and it's certainly not the. Yoshi always feels kind of like Mario's pet, which is probably sacrilegious to say out loud, but there is always that. There is that inescapable feeling that Yoshi, without Mario, does not exist. And that's definitely wrong. Games like Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story have made an identity for themselves and definitely stand out beyond the Mario games, beyond being the additional jump you get when you're platforming in Mario Brothers 3 and such, or Super Mario World, I think. But I do think, like, if I had to remove a character from the original roster, it is one I would consider, or he is one I would. That's Whore of Babylon, I think, right? Yeah, we're gonna take it. Right, because I can use it whenever, and I'll take this too. I've got enough soul hearts at this point. I'm sitting pretty strong. I've got coins, so I can buy more from the shop. I think it's a pretty strong run so far. I will throw it inevitably, but at least we didn't die there. That's good. I have to remember I'm Stompy, so there are things I can destroy, but also I have to watch out for mushrooms on these floors, because they will be the death of me. Anyway, so what else? Yeah, but I love Yoshi. I personally love Yoshi. He's such a quotable character, right? He has the best dialogue in any Mario game. No, but I do find his sound effects extraordinarily amusing. And beyond that, he's cute, he's fun. I think his, don't want the dick. I think his gameplay is unique to Smash in a lot of ways, like how his eggs work, how he can egg other people. I hate his side B, I hate egg roll, but it does the job quite well for what it is. But yeah, I keep Yoshi for now. But again, he's not a character I personally would keep if I had to, like, if I was pressed to reduce this roster like maybe 10 characters. Yoshi's going. I do think Yoshi's going. Frankly, Mario's gone too, if I had a choice in that scenario. Anyway, next character, Kirby. Okay, Kirby we have to keep. First and foremost, Super Smash Brothers is Sakurai's love child, and not love child, is his child. And to remove his child from his child, this analogy is weird. If we were to remove one child from inside of another, it would just feel wrong. Sakurai made Kirby. Sakurai made Smash. Sakurai, if to do nothing other than to honor Sakurai's influence on this game, Kirby stays. But it's more than that. Kirby is an identifiable titular character with unique gameplay. The devs on the game might be happier if Kirby was removed, so they don't have to update him every time there's a new character added to Smash, because every time there's a new character, Kirby gets a new hat from his copy abilities, and okay, that does work. Interesting. He gets a new hat from his copy abilities, and he gets new animations for whatever ability he copies. And they have to record new voice lines very often. So, it is Kirby adds a lot of work to making Smash Brothers, I would say. But for every other reason, Kirby absolutely stays. There's no questioning. Kirby stays in this game. How do I? Okay, that doesn't work. Wait, I'm Stompy. Never mind. What am I doing? Not that I'm gonna go to the shop on this floor anyway, so never mind. Oh, okay. I see. Boss room is probably this way. Alright, so we're keeping Kirby. There's no questioning if we're keeping characters like Mario, we have to keep Kirby. Fox. Now, Fox is another one like Yoshi where I could argue if I was like really hard pressed to cut down the roster, he would be one of the ones that I would remove. But I would say there are still better options. Even though Star Fox has kind of fallen out of the public eye, it just hasn't had many good releases lately, and most of the releases that are just a rehash of the original game. I do still think Star Fox is a original Nintendo IP with a unique identity. The gameplay of the character could be argued as not terribly unique, I would say. It's mostly just close combat, but if I'm going to keep other characters that I'll mention later in the game, I don't think I can base my judgment on keeping or losing Fox exclusively on that. But hopefully one day Star Fox gets a new game and it's good and it's not just a remake or a rehashing of old popular hat. But for now, I do think Fox stays. We'll talk more about the space characters, meaning Falco and Wolf, in a little bit. Next up on the cutting block, Pikachu. Not cutting Pikachu. Like I said before, Pikachu is the mascot of Nintendo's highest-grossing franchise. Pokemon is just so universally loved and known. There is no way you get rid of its like mascot character from a game like this. On top of that, I think Pikachu's combat gameplay is very unique and very fun to play. I mean, anyone with a experience in Smash long enough knows that Pikachu is the little brother character aside from Kirby, and for the same reason, you just spam down B and you feel awesome. Eventually that Thunder's going to hit someone, especially if you're playing with a lot of friends, and you're going to feel great because Thunder kills. But until then, yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say Pikachu and Kirby are like the quintessential younger sibling characters that are used by players who don't necessarily know what they're doing, but they can spam this one move that just works, and that's Kirby's down B when he turns into a rock and smashes people underneath him, and Pikachu's down B where just everything explodes around Pikachu. It just works. Todd Howard made Pikachu and Kirby, not Sakurai, right? No, anyway. Alright, Pikachu stays. Luigi. Okay. Now, if I had to choose one of the Mario brothers, I'm picking Luigi every time. Luigi, to me, has way more personality than Mario ever has, and I just like his character. Also, green is the better color. Nothing controversial there, it's just true. Anyway, it's funny, green used to be my favorite color when I was growing up as a child, and now I've started to favor the light blues, much to the chagrin of my father, who grew up in a house filled with light blues because of the taste of his mother. So he vehemently hates the color light blue. This isn't awkward at all. I'm fine. Okay, cool, we're good. But yeah, I still really like light greens, or like somewhere between neutral green and a lighter green, but it's not I wouldn't call it my favorite color anymore. I don't know what that means for me as a person. I don't think it really means anything for me as a person, but you know, here we are. Anyway, Luigi as a character for me is way more interesting and way more fun. I like him a lot. And that's not just looking at him as like a character trait kind of character, but also as a from a gameplay standpoint. I think he's very interesting to just watch people play Luigi well. I do think Mario probably has the better kit in terms of like moveset and such, but Luigi's Poltergeist is still, or Poltergust rather. It's so fun to watch pro Luigi's play and just use the Poltergust to constantly threaten and space around enemies, or opponents rather. But yeah, I do think if I had to cut one of the Mario brothers, I personally would choose Luigi, or choose Mario to cut. But if I had to choose for them for like who has to make it into Smash because of like what Smash is, then unfortunately I do have to cut Luigi. But for now, Luigi stays. He may not be as loved as Mario is in the... Don't touch me, please. Just not a good boss for me. Neither of these are good, so we're just gonna leave them. But yeah, Luigi stays for now. Next up, Ness. Ness was a character that I wanted to keep, but I forced myself to cut at least 40 characters, and he didn't make the cut. And the reason for that is, I would say, while Earthbound has made its way into the States finally, I feel like it just hasn't had as much of the cultural impact that Earthbound has had in other countries, specifically Japan. I could be wrong about this. I guess there's also just an inherent personal bias of I have never played Earthbound. I have no real connection to Ness beyond his place in Smash up until now. He was a character that was in the original 64, so he's been around since the very start, and I do enjoy his attacks. I think he's very fun to play in terms of just ruining another person's day. Spam PK Fire, spam PK Thunder off stage. Someone is going to hate you if you play Ness. Someone somewhere out there is very mad when you pick Ness. But with all that said, I do think he is going to be another character from the original roster, but this time it's not well, maybe I'll try and keep him. It's he's going to go. I just think he doesn't hold the cultural impact or the notoriety that he once did, and for that reason, aside from being a character in Smash, he's going to go. And now, kind of going along with that, and this one really hurts, because you know how much I love Captain Falcon. But I think I have to let Falcon go. F-Zero, aside from the recent, like, F-Zero Battle Royale game that Nintendo put out, has been a dead series for some time now, unfortunately. Is there anything I can do in here worth doing? Not really. Maybe coins for the shop, but let's... you know, I have the bombs. Let's bomb things. But F-Zero is unfortunately pretty much a dead Nintendo franchise. They may try to revitalize it one day, but right now it feels lost to time more than anything. And because of that, I feel like Captain Falcon's entire identity is Smash. And I don't know if that's enough to carry him. I do feel like it is. I mean, the culture that has developed around Captain Falcon is immeasurable. I mean, I've made jokes about the Church of Captain Falcon, but it's a thing. Or at least it's a meme, of course. It's not like a real thing, but it's funny enough to acknowledge its existence. There's enough of a fandom to create a false religion around Captain Falcon. I think that says enough. But anyway, I do unfortunately feel that outside of Smash, Captain Falcon really just doesn't have an identity anymore. He was popular because of an anime, he was popular because of F-Zero's influence back when the original Smash came out, but since then it's really just kind of petered out. So keeping Falcon in the game is only as a love letter to the fans of Smash and the character himself, rather than the game he comes from. And I feel like part of what makes Smash unique is that it's trying to represent not just the characters, but the games they come from and gaming as a whole. So I do say, unfortunately, farewell to Captain Falcon, but it's not without severe lamentation and duress to make this choice. Okay, next up, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is another character that I absolutely love playing as, but she has no relevance anymore in today's... and that I could be mistaken. I haven't watched the Pokemon anime in a long time, but I'm pretty sure the reason why Jigglypuff was in the original Smash was because she was in the anime, and she was like a recurring character, quote-unquote, in the anime, where she would sing, everyone would fall asleep, and then she would draw all over their face as punishment for falling asleep to her songs. And that was her whole identity in the anime, pretty much. Now, I don't think that's really a thing anymore, which means Jigglypuff has lost her cultural relevance beyond just being a character in Smash, or being a character in whatever most recent Pokemon game it is. I would say, like, maybe Scarlet and Violet has sort of made Jigglypuff more relevant because Screamtail exists, which is like the Paradox Pokemon that they had in the whatever that zone area is called. I forget its name. If only I had the Fool, I could go into grab an item and get out. Let's take a peek in here, because I can leave once I enter. Let's see, anything worth taking here that I would want to try and throw this run. I mean, I could make an argument for, what is it, Book of Revelation, but I don't think it will give me as much HP as I will lose doing Boss Rush. How far does this challenge go? Is it Mom's Heart? No, it's okay. I have to beat Isaac. Okay. Or Blue Baby. I don't actually know what his name is. Anyway. So yeah. Jigglypuff, aside from being represented as Screamtail briefly, I love her gameplay. I think she's so much fun to play, but she's always been kind of, in the more recent games, she's been pretty bad. I think she unfortunately loses her place if I'm going by all of the criteria that I'm metricing my cut list by. So then, who's next? We're on to Peach. Okay. Peach is another very identifiable Nintendo character. I do think one thing that Smash fails out is having a lot of female representation, and as I cut things down because of character relevance, unfortunately because of the poor female representation throughout Nintendo games, it's going to... I want to try and keep what female characters I can. Samus, I know, is female, but a lot of people still don't know that, or look at the character and are like, oh, this is a cool guy. He looks like Master Chief or Halo or something, I would imagine. As female as Samus objectively is, I don't think she's identifiably female unless we're talking about Zero Suit Samus, in which case she is like sexualized female, which isn't necessarily better. It's still female representation, but you know. Anyway, but Peach is definitely an identifiable Nintendo character. She is getting her own self-contained title this year, I believe, with I forget what its name is, but it's basically, it looks like kind of theatrical inspired Peach fighting on different stages with different costumes. And I'm holding my opinions until I actually play the game, because I feel like it could either be really good or it could kind of be just a game to cover that demographic and not much else. I'm hopeful it will be good, but I am kind of resting on my expectations until I know for sure. I think I keep this. Just need to remember to keep using it so that I get the, I guess I should have gone to that shop that I skipped. Oh well. Hindsight, you know. Ooh, this is a scary room. The biggest issue with Bob's Brain that I'm having is that there's a pretty substantial delay on firing it. Anyway, so Peach is staying. Peach is absolutely staying. I also think her gameplay is really unique. She has a lot of attacks and abilities that are very much just hers, and no other character really does them. Her parasol, her pulling Toad out of her dress, her turnips, her exploding butt, her frying pan, her other appliances, golf clubs and such. I mean, I feel like they could probably do a little bit more with her than making her like fight with household tools, but I think they'll have the option to do that once they develop her character more, or her abilities more, in this upcoming game. But anyway, so Peach stays, Daisy goes. I love Daisy for some reason more than Peach, and it's not just like internet waifu wars or whatever nonsense. I could argue about that. Oh, now cool duality. Definitely wanted that now. Guppy's paw is useless. The scales are kind of useless, and I might kill myself just trying to get those. So Devil has not been kind to us on this challenge. We have 3 hits. I can get hit 2 more times before this run is over, unless I get lucky. Maybe? Can I get lucky? No, I cannot. Not a surprise, but for a brief moment, I thought the game was doing a thing. Oh, I don't like this room. I'm out. I don't have a lot of movement speed, and that feels like a death... Oh, good. I have no choice but to go through that room. Soul Heart, please? I may have to use the chariot in that room, depending on how fast I am. Or maybe I can wait until the sucky things turn off. Let's find out. Oh. Oh, no. I don't like this room at all. I did it! Oh, that was scary. That was very scary. Anyway, I need to be careful around these rocks because I've taken some damage to them too. Sometimes they explode and I'm just on top of them if I walk into them. It's unavoidable sometimes, but where I can avoid damage, probably for the best. Okay, I probably shouldn't do the challenge room anyway. So yeah, Daisy does not have a unique identity in this game from Peach, and she's always been the other princess in Mario anyway. So unfortunately, I do think we have to let her go. But yeah, Despite what I said about female representation in Smash and Nintendo games, I don't think having an Echo Fighter of Peach is the way to do it. Next up, Bowser. Bowser has to stay. One, I think more villain characters in Smash, villains are supposed to stand out. They're supposed to be big and powerful and memorable, and Bowser is all of those things. His gameplay is unique. He's a fun character, both in terms of personality and in terms of gameplay. There's no way you cut Bowser from a list like this. He needs to stay. I just realized I'm not done at Mom's Heart. I have to go another floor, which just made this a lot scarier, now that I think about it. I have to play safe. Butter is not worth taking. I do think... do I use the chariot on Mom's Heart? I do, because the laser eyes are going to kill me for sure if I'm not careful. Alright, I think I'm gonna pause here. Bowser's definitely in. I'm gonna go into full focused brain mode and try not to throw the run in the middle right here. Here we go. Oh, that is not... I tried to use it and messed up. Unfortunate. Alright, we got those. Okay, yeah. Definitely the right call to... Oh, I don't even do nearly enough damage to finish her. This is kind of scary, because if she summons more friends, my bombs take forever to respawn. Please fire. Alright. Oh, I got hit. That's the run. Alright, well, it's only half an hour into the episode. I'll try one more speed challenge. I've barely even touched the Smash roster. I've made it through like I've made it through, what, 15 characters? 16 characters? So let's try the speed challenge again while I talk more. So, yeah, but Bowser is super iconic, super recognizable, super fun. There's no reason to get rid of him. Plus, he has a very unique moveset. Keep Bowser. 100% keep Bowser. Ice Climbers is next. Ice Climbers we're getting rid of. Ice Climbers have not had a game since the SNES. Their game, in my opinion, wasn't anything that I really liked, and their identity at this point is like Captain Falcon, exclusively in relationship to Smash. And if I am getting rid of Captain Falcon, then I have to get rid of Ice Climbers. There's no keeping Ice Climbers and letting go of Falcon. And again, I don't get rid of Falcon willingly necessarily, but well, I guess this is entirely willful, but you know, it hurts. He's a character that I want in Smash, and I don't think he will ever leave Smash in reality. But yeah, anyway, Ice Climbers. Not only is it that they don't have any relevance in the modern day, they have always been a nightmare to balance in Melee, in Brawl, in Smash 4, I believe, as well. They have been either a middle-of-the-ground character casually, or an exceptionally broken character in competitive, because they can chain grab. And those chain grabs are not fun to play against, because once you're caught, if your opponent knows what they're doing, that's it, you're done. You're just dead. You just wait and watch as they wail on you and toss you back and forth. This is a horrible room, by the way. It's just... They're either broken because they're not good, or they're broken because they are just too good. And so, from a history of Smash perspective, I want them out and I don't want them back. And I know that's a very salty opinion, but I think it is rightfully earned because of what they've done in the history of Smash. They're not a fun character to play against, because if you get grabbed and your opponent is good, it's over. That life is lost. And there really feels like there is no counterplay to it. And they tried with Smash Ultimate to get rid of that. I don't know where Ice Climbers stand in Smash Ultimate, but the fact that they have to like really hardcore try to balance a character around something that makes them so objectively broken, I think like there was always interest in like making a second Ice Climbers type character between Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong, another character from the Donkey Kong franchise. But I think they very much chose not to do that because of how broken Ice Climbers are. And I'm glad that is the position they decided to take, because we don't need more of that. We want characters that are fun, but not broken. And we'll talk about broken characters soon enough, because we'll be there soon enough. We'll be heading that direction soon enough, yeah. Well, maybe not for a while. Actually, no one in the immediate list is broken or has a history of being broken until maybe we get to Meta Knight, but we're We're not even close to that. Oh, right, I'm on the speed challenge. I should probably be moving while I'm talking. It's funny how I keep forgetting that. I guess we're not getting the item room on this floor because, once again, Isaac refuses to give me keys. Hooray! And now we know for a fact that, like, 3 floors in, when I finally get a key, we're gonna get, like, all of the keys, because that's always how it goes. But until then, no keys on this run, like usual. Gotta love Isaac's spiteful, hurtful nonsense. I could have dodged that better. Anyway, yeah, so ice climbers are gone. Next up, Sheik. Okay, Sheik, I think Sheik is a really cool character. And her what do you want to call it? Legacy in Ocarina of Time is pretty significant. Sheik, if you didn't know, was actually Zelda. But like Zelda hardened, surviving in a post-apocalyptic world, basically, just to survive. She takes on this kind of ninja persona. I think she can definitely be cut. In terms of gameplay, I think she's a fun character. I'm very biased towards the combo-focused rushdown sort of characters like Sheik. And she was super strong in Melee, but I don't think I really played her in Melee much. I was mostly a Marth and... I don't know, Marth and Mewtwo and... Roy and Mewtwo were my mains, now that I think about it. Not Marth, yeah, Mewtwo and Roy were my mains. I played a lot of Marth, of course, because Marth and Roy were basically the same character for a lot of ways. Marth was just the objectively better of the two. I made it. But yeah. Where was I? What was my train of thought? Sheik, yes. I think Sheik is no longer super relevant. Ocarina of Time is a timeless, if you will, classic of Nintendo franchise, of the Legend of Zelda franchise. But I don't think you need Sheik represented in Smash anymore. There are honestly better characters to represent. Like, take Impa. Impa from Hyrule Warriors, for example. I think she would be really fun. She fits that kind of ninja aesthetic, but I think there's so much you could do with her. Obviously, I don't think she's going to ever get into Smash. She's not, outside of Calamity of Ganon or whatever the game was, she's not really relevant. And I think there are better characters to represent from games beyond her anyway. But I think she would be she could have a lot of fun potential as a character if she was ever put into Smash. But I think Sheik's identity is unique. Sheik's gameplay is unique enough. I could argue that you do what was done in Melee and Brawl, where Sheik and Zelda are the same character literally. Her down B lets her swap forms, and I would support that. Can I get it? I got it. Oh, I got a double deal. Okay, this could be where the run pops off, or it could be where the run has no benefit whatsoever. Not a surprise, but you know, sometimes you can dream. Anyway, but yeah, I say we... Oh, hey, I got keys. What is this one? Uranus. Ice tears. Interesting. Can I freeze things? Freeze them if they die. Okay. I don't know how I threw the needle on that, because I definitely didn't deserve to. Oop. Oh, it freezes shots, too. Interesting. Yeah. Pew pew! Well, this will be good against enemies that have, spawn on other things, I suppose. Ice. Oppose. I suppose. Anyway, yeah, we're rerolling that. No, this is the bad one. Oh, this is the one I really don't like. Okay, that's a problem. I should have rerolled again. It's not a bad spacebar item, but I am very good at getting myself killed when I have it, is the problem. Oh well. I think I can... As long as I realize what it does and pay attention, I should be okay. Darn it, I forgot they drop creep. Alright. But yeah, okay, Sheik is gone. Zelda. Like I said before, we could do the thing that was done in the previous titles where Sheik and Zelda are form switch characters, similar to how Pyra and Mithra work. You can use down B to switch between the two of them, and I'd be fine with that because then they're technically only one character and I don't have to remove the other. Yeah. Please stop touching me. Just no want. Okay, let's see what we get from this rock. Oh, we got a rock from the rock. Cool. Pick up these coins. Nothing from the shop aside from a soul heart I can really pick up and benefit from at this point. The ice tiers are pretty big, though. I think these will definitely help me speed along rooms a bit better. They'll help with the trash mob rooms more than anything. Would be nice if I found the boss room sooner than later, though. It also kills those guys faster, I suppose. Oh, right, I do have homing tiers. I have to remember that. Like, they're purple for a reason. Oh, good. My favorite boss. Oh, God. I think this is just where the run ends, because I am not good at dealing with, Bumbo. Couldn't even find myself there. Alright. Well, the run isn't over. I think I can kill him here. Alright, scissors might actually be really strong. I am just not good at using it, it seems. That was disorienting. Alright. Not a great item on this floor, but let's see what we get on this one. Or, not a great item from the boss. The sun, that's actually pretty big because it's a full heal. Navi, kind of useless. Funny that we're talking about Legend of Zelda, though. Alright, what else? What have we got here? I'm focusing a little bit. These jumpers tend to give me troubles. Oh, hey, tinted rock, we'll take that. Alright, just one soul heart, not bad. I wonder if you can ever have more than one tinted rock in the same room. I've never thought about that until now, so I've never like made a mental note if it's occurred. Alright, I will say these ice tiers are going to help carry the run a little bit. We're not doing amazing on time, though. Oh god, oh god, oh no, no, this is bad. Not enjoying our odds here. Oh, especially when I do things like that. Okay, grab this. Alright, at least we got a heart out of that. Let me through. Okay, half a heart, but a heart. Who is next on the chopping block? So next up is, okay, Dr. Mario. I think, if you don't remember, I have a pretty sordid history with Dr. Mario in Smash Ultimate. I don't know what my game's AI is on, but Dr. Mario in Smash Ultimate, the CPU level 9, is like my arch nemesis. I don't know what it is about him, but for the longest time, that CPU and only that CPU gave me so much trouble to beat. Like, he is definitely the strongest AI. He's really bad at dealing with platforms, so if I, like, hide underneath him or hide above him on a platform, he's very easy to gimmick. But I feel like that's how most CPUs are. But barring that, hands down, arch nemesis CPU character for me. I have fought him so many times just because he is, like, the character. He is the person I try to beat when I say, okay, I am learning this character and I need to prove to myself that I am good at this character. I take on the Dr. Mario CPU. Thinking is hard when not dying. Got him. Okay. They are not giving me good items this run. Ace of Hearts. Don't want to use that. Two of Spades. Take that. The Hierophant. Cool. The Hierophant. Two of Spades we'll use now. The Tower we do not want. Death we do not want. The Sun we want. Ace of Hearts. Is there... I'm wasting time, but this is probably important to do. It only gave me half a heart. Lame. I could have used it in that room. Actually, I guess that was the right thing to do if I had used... Oh well, hindsight. If I had moved the Sun to a different room and then did that, but it's all wasting time. I've got, what, like 6 minutes to clear 4 floors, including Mom's Heart. Like, I think this is a run that could see completion if it wasn't for the time limit. The time limit is what's going to kill me in the end, I think. Oh, I hate these charge flies are such a pain. I don't even know what this does, but I'll take it. Regeneration sounds good if that's what it actually does. Okay, I don't need to go here, so let's just bomb our way out. Look at me, remembering to use bombs. I never use bombs in this game. Ugh, I am picking the wrong path every time. Death and a key. Okay, see, this is what I meant. Look at my key count. I'm at 11 keys. I knew this was going to happen. It happens every freaking time. It refuses to give me a key on one floor so that I can't get the items and get a stronger start, and then it gives me all of the keys on the subsequent floors. Isaac is a jerk, and it will always be a jerk to me, and I refuse to think anything otherwise. Oh, I don't like this room, but okay, I like this room a little bit more. Almost walked right into those spikes, though. Okay, we found our item room. And it is Kamikaze. Great. Okay, we're not taking that either. This game is just a spiteful little monster. I swear. Can I find the boss room, please? Can I have even a fighting chance, please? Oh god, I've got 3 minutes. And I'm still not finding the boss room. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least we're on the mom fight. I thought we still had another floor to go beyond that. Oh, not good. Not good. Wait, why am I not using this? You know what you should call me, Mom? Ice-sick. Because I'm shooting ice tears. This run is dead. This run is dead. Ah! Everything is not fine. I am not okay. I need an adult. But not this one, not this adult. Well, I didn't even realize that I did have a double chance there. Okay, I have so many frozen things if I could just blow them up on Mom. Like that. Exactly. Alright, damage and range up, that's nice. Alright, how many minutes do I have left? What, like 1? I have 2.5 minutes. Can I actually do this? Almost certainly not, especially if I'm gonna do that. Everything is tanky, I don't have damage. This run has given me so few workable items. The ice tears that I got from the planetarium is like it. Like, if I had not gotten ice tears, this run would have been dead. Like, out the gate dead. At least they're giving me some way of sustaining myself. Alright. We found the boss room pretty quick, that's good. Alright, now the most important thing I have to do on this run specifically is remember that I have the sun, so when I'm about to die, I use it. Which means literally use it if I take one more hit. Okay. I don't think this is worth it, because the scissors give me a lot of damage. So I think I'm going to... Flight is big. I don't think it's big enough to carry me through the heart fight, so I'm taking this. Alright, if I get hit once, I use the sun card. Remember, Jeff, if I get hit once, use the sun card. Oh, don't touch me. Oh, that's so gross. What a weird enemy. Okay, if I get hit twice now, Jeff, remember to use the sun card. That was a tinted rock. I'm going for it. Because there's a chest in there. Come on, give me... Okay, good. If I get hit 3 times, use the sun card. I'm gonna forget to use the sun card. Alright, I'm bombing out of here. Okay. Really hope I find the way to go soon. Oh, well, that's not good. Good, another bomb. Definitely needed that. Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, use the sun card. I remember to... Oh, we found the way to the boss. Okay. Ooh, no. Oh, This is a waste of time. This is definitely a waste of time. Okay. HP. Okay, that still a waste of time, but a necessary one maybe, because it'll let me survive a little bit longer. Oh god, I have so little time. Oh, it's a struggle. Come on, golden bomb. Okay. Wait, I know where they go. I'm just gonna bomb. Go. Ooh, cut the nail on that one. Ooh, cut the nail. What? Okay. I can't cheese through this, and I'm out of bombs anyway. Okay. Come on, freeze, 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 please. Okay, good. Oh, it dodged it. Wow. All right, I've got 20 seconds to beat Mom. I have no bombs. Here we go. Okay, that's huge. Okay. Oh no. Lasers, lasers, lasers! Okay, come on. I just have to focus on dodging. My homing tear. Homing tears with scissors is huge, actually. Oh no. Oh, I'm 1 hit from death. Need to focus, need to focus. Come on, I can do it. Come on. We're getting... Oh, what? Well, I wasn't paying attention, clearly. I thought I was in line. Oh well. Darn. Cut Dr. Mario from Smash, please. He does not need to exist in this game. Oh well. I'm gonna ramble more about Dr. Mario in the next video, I guess, but I've got a good conversation topic to go. I've only made it through like a fraction of the staff. I guess I'm gonna call it the staff. Anyway, Kiwi, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you're sleeping well. If you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.